Hey you guys, it is your gothic sexy queen here, back with another lit fire banger video. With no further ado, if you guys want to see what this video is about, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that like button, that post notification bell button. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and your family and anybody else you guys think that will enjoy this video. Don't forget to go check out my merch line and don't forget to also go and add me on all my social media links. They'll all be linked down in the description below. With no further ado, I'm going to stop talking, cue that black shadow, and explain to you guys what this video is going to be about. Hey you guys, so, as you guys know, my cat Pepper had kittens. I'm going to put a picture of my cat Pepper in right now on the side of me so you guys can see what she looks like, because one of her babies look just like her. Okay, so she had her kittens May 26th of 2020, and we are going into September. Well, we're already in September, and today is September 9th. So we had her kittens, me and my boyfriend had her kittens for over 4 months now. We're in September, going into 5 months. September 26th will be 5 months if they're still here by September 26th, which probably most likely no. Yeah. Her babies for over 4 months now, going on 5 months. It is very hard for me to let go of kittens, cats. It's just very hard for me in general. But today we have 4 cats as our co-stars, and I'm going to tell you guys the 2 that I'm giving up and then the 2 that I'm keeping. The first 2 I'm going to show you guys is the 2 that I'm giving up and then the 2 that I'm keeping. The first one that I'm giving up, it's very hard for me to let her go. In fact, I changed her name because of that, because the name I gave her was Katie, and that was the name that I gave my cat 10 years ago. And I don't know if you guys have heard the story about what happened to Katie, but basically my mom told my dad to take Katie where she was first found, which was in my dad's basement. My dad, 12 years ago, I lost her 10 years ago. 12 years ago, when I was 7 years old, 10 or 12 years ago, whatever, it was a long time ago. My dad found a mama cat in his basement where he was working. He was working at he was working at a building as a maintenance worker, you know, fixing things and stuff like that, what maintenance workers do. And don't pay attention to the background, that's just Pepper meowing, because I obviously have her children, but I'm not gonna harm them. But anyway, okay. So basically, he found Katie. He asked me, I was only 7, and he asked me, do you want a cat? And I was like, yeah, cat, yeah, fine. 7 years old. I did not know how to train a cat at the time. I didn't know nothing about litter boxes. I was 7 years old. My parents were supposed to handle that responsibilities. Hence, they were the one that got the cat for me. What's a 7-year-old supposed to do? So when I was 9, 8 and a half going on 9, my mom told my dad, take that cat where you found her. I don't want her in my apartment anymore, because my cat was making me so much mess. She was not litter box trained. She did her business behind the couch and inside the bathtub. And one day I came home from school and she was not there, and that's when I was 9 years old. So that was 10 years ago. So I named one of the cats after her, Katie, and because it's so hard for me to give her up, I changed her name to Princess. So I'm going to show you Princess, and then I'm also going to show you Michaela. You guys saw what Pepper looked like. Michaela looks just like Pepper. And yeah, so here we go. The first 2 I'm showing you are the first 2 I'm giving up. So this right here, you guys. This right here, I hope you guys can see her. This is Katie, aka Princess. Isn't she adorable? Look at her. Look at those eyes. She's very curious. very sweet, very shy. As you guys can see, she's very curious into my closet. She's a very curious cat, very shy, very sweet. At this moment, I don't know where Michaela went. Okay, and then this is Michaela. This is Mama's girl. She looks just like Mama's. She's a tuxedo princess. I call Mama a tuxedo diva queen, so she's a tuxedo diva princess. Yeah. Camera down so you can look at them. I'm gonna take them out of here. But those are the two I'm giving up. Again, this was Katie Lee Crystal, name formally changed to Princess. Princess, we're just gonna call her Princess for the rest of the video. Princess was the first kitten. She was born at 1:55, May 26th. And yeah, Michaela was the last born. So it was Katie, Tommy, Ginger, and then Michaela. You're going to meet Tommy and Ginger in a second. But I loved Katie from the minute I saw her. Princess, from the minute I saw her, just fell in love with her. But I'm giving her up with Michaela, and I'm keeping the two boys because the two boys show more interest in me and my boyfriend. And they show that they're more closer to us and they're more playful with us. Katie and Michaela, they just like playing with each other. And yeah, we're gonna get Katie and Michaela out of here. But one more look. This is Michaela, you guys. Michaela, hi Michaela, hi. Mwah. That's my tuxedo princess. And then we have Princess. I'm gonna show you. But that's Michaela. I think she's in my shot right now. That's Michaela. Where her tail is. But yeah, you guys, it's really hard to give up cats. I'm not really that attached to Michaela, but I do love her. I don't want y'all to be like, oh, you're not attached to her? But so you don't love her? No, it's not the case. I'm very attached to the other three, Katie, Tommy, and Ginger, but I'm not attached to Michaela, but I do love her. Just because I'm not attached to her doesn't mean I don't love her. I love all pets, all animals. I even love panda bears, and you guys know that I got a panda bear bag. But, yeah, she's really cute. Stop doing that. She's really cute, and I really hope she finds a new home with someone that loves her as much as I do, as much as my significant other does. Michaela, stop walking in my shot. Michaela, she is a spitting image of Pepper, her mother. Give me that. As I'm petting her right now, I'll include a photo of Pepper, which is the diva queen. She is the diva princess. Leave my tripod alone. Leave it alone, Michaela. And that's Katie. I'm gonna show you guys Katie / Princess. That's Princess. Hi. Hello. Come here. And then these are the two I'm giving up. That is right there, that's Princess. Right there. And then right here, Michaela's just having a ball on my table. And yeah, I'm gonna get them out of here and then show you guys the two that I'm keeping. But I'm gonna give you guys one more close look at Princess. That is Princess. She really does look like a princess. She's sniffing my lens. That is Princess. Oh, and they're both up here. And then that's Michaela. As you guys can see, Michaela and Princess, they're very close. So, you know, for that, it's a good thing I am giving them up together. So, hey guys. So basically, what I want to tell you guys is that I am not and a heartless person. Giving up Princess is the hardest decision I had to make. I know that I love her so much. She is so cute. She's so cute. I love her so much, and I just want you guys to know that. If I could keep all my cats, I certainly would, but I can't. I don't want to lose my housing. I don't even think there's an apartment out here that will let you keep over 5 animals, so I'm kind of breaking the law, and I don't want to lose my apartment. So it breaks my heart. It breaks my fucking heart that I gotta give up 2 cats. I knew this was gonna be hard, and I know you guys are like, if you knew it was gonna be hard or whatever, like, why would you put yourself in that situation? Thing is, I don't know. I can't really answer that question. I know you guys are gonna be having like a lot of questions in the comments and stuff like that. You know, sometimes you guys do, sometimes you guys don't, but like, it's gonna be hard. And I just want to tell you guys that after I give Princess up, along with Michaela, I will not be filming for a while. I will be dealing with a lot of depression, probably a lot of regret, a lot of crying. It's just gonna be a lot for me. It took me over 4 months to make this decision. On another note, Pepper actually stopped nursing the third week in July. She stopped nursing, so I could have made the decision the last week of July or any week in August, because she was no longer nursing after the 3rd week in July. So I could have made it the last week. I could have put them up for adoption the last week. I could have put them up for adoption any day in August. I could have put them up for adoption the 1st week of September, but I'm doing it the 2nd week of September. I'm actually not putting them up for adoption until I think the 3rd week of September. So not next week, but the following. Because right now I'm working on getting Pepper a carrier to go get her spayed. It's just, you guys, I'm not heartless. This hurts me so much. I'm very hurt by this. My boyfriend is like, why don't we just keep all the cats, and then if they say something, then we'll give them up. And I'm like, no. It doesn't matter. I'm still gonna have to give them up. No matter what the outcome is, I'm still gonna have to give them up to save my housing. So it doesn't really matter. I just rather give up 2 now and just save myself for more depression, more depression, more crying, more hurting. I'm gonna be hurting giving up Princess and Michaela right now. It hurts me right now to give them up. So imagine keeping them for a few more months. I'm not gonna even be able to detach myself. As of right now, I can somewhat detach myself from them, but it still hurts, the fact that I have to give them up. But if I hold on to them any longer, I'm not going to be able to detach myself from them. I'm not going to be able to give them up, and it's going to be really, really bad. I'm not going to know which way to turn, which way to turn. I'm not going to know. It's going to be very hard. So that's why I'm just going to try my hardest to just shut my tears off for a little while, shut my depression off for a little while, and just give them up. At least I know that they will. Yes, it's gonna be hard, but at least I will know that they will be with the family. I know that I am their first owner. I know that yes, they probably will forget me or whatever. I don't know how cats' memories are, but I will never forget them. And I know that they are with a family that will not hurt them, will treat them, well, and stuff like that. And they will be happy. I mean, they're happy now, but at least I'll know that nothing bad will ever happen to them, and that whoever adopts them will treat them well, will treat them nice and well, and will not hurt them. And yes, this really hurts me because I know I'm a great owner, and I know that, you know, I feel like no one can treat them as well as I can, but I gotta put my trust in an adoption site and, you know, the adopters, whoever is gonna adopt them. But, you know, it's hard. It's really hard, but I'm gonna let the adoption site know that I was a princess. And Michaela, these pictures on the side. I want them to be adopted together. They're very close sisters. They love to play together. Michaela sometimes doesn't really like to share with her sister and stuff like that, but they're very playful together. They love each other, and I think that they will be a good fit for a home together. And just knowing that they'll be together, it warms my heart. It really does. I am very, 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 very depressed of this decision, but it has to be made. I cannot just ignore it. I was ignoring it for a little bit, but I can't just ignore it anymore. I have to come to light that I have to give them up. It is the hardest decision, but, you know, like they said, being an adult is not always easy. Sometimes you gotta make tough decisions that you don't wanna make, and this was a very tough decision for me. But I think it shows that I'm growing, and I'm not just trying to ignore my problems. I'm not trying to ignore situations. I'm trying to bring light to it and just show that I am mature. But it is going to hurt, but I do have a lot of videos of them. I do have a lot of pictures of them, so I will never forget Princess, and I will never forget Michaela, ever. They'll always have a special, special, special place in my heart, always. And I will love them forever. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. I am gonna repeat this message. I will not be filming for a while. My next video, to be honest with you guys, after this one, will probably be the video of me giving them up. So a little vlog. So sad. And then after that, I probably won't film until the 31st of October, just for a little Halloween vlog. And then you probably, after that, you guys probably won't see me for a while. Maybe a few videos here and there in November or whatever. But whenever I feel like I'm ready to come back to YouTube, I will come back to YouTube. Just like I came back to YouTube yesterday. You guys have to give me a little time. I'm dealing with a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety. I am dealing with a lot right now. I have a lot on my plate. I'm dealing with an autistic kid, you know, relationship problems and stuff like that. I want to fix my life, get my life on track, and then start making content for you guys. But yeah, I just want you guys to know that I'm not heartless. I'm very hurt by the situation, and I really don't want to give any of my babies up, but I have to. So it really bothers me, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But I'm gonna start talking before I start crying, because I feel like I'm about to break down right now, because this is like a very this is a very, very, very sensitive subject for me to talk about. But I just wanted to come to light, you know, and talk to you guys about it, and tell you guys about it. And if you guys are wondering, why can't you just keep all your cats without just making a decision that's going to hurt your mental state? My building only allows you to have 2 pets per apartment, but we're gonna try to stretch it a little and keep 1 extra. And if they say something, whenever they say something, then we'll give the extra 1 up. But we would probably, to be honest with you, we would get more in trouble keeping 5 cats than keeping just 3. They would say something right now than saying something with 3 cats. So what I'm trying to say is, they would say something with us keeping 5 cats, we would hear their mouth. But with us keeping 3 cats, they'll probably just be like, it's just 1 extra. It's fine. It's whatever. It's just breaking the rule a little. It's not that big of a deal. But right now, it's kind of a big deal because we have over 5 cats. So, yeah. I am not a heartless person. I am not a heartless person, you guys. It took a lot out of me to make this decision. A lot of depression, a lot of crying, a lot. I am not a heartless person, and a heartless person would just say, fuck it, I'm gonna just give it up. But it took me over 4 months to make my decision. I was gonna get Pepper spayed in July, and I was like, no, I can't, because if I get her spayed, then I gotta make a choice. I'm not ready to make a choice. I'm gonna put them up for adoption at a place called Animal Haven. I was gonna do ACC, but I reached out to Animal Haven yesterday, and they're still going to spay Pepper for me for free. Just because that was the place that I was going to adopt from first. I love them so much, no hate, but they denied us because my boyfriend was putting in too many applications for cats. That's the reason for denying us a cat. And then my sister came along and asked me if I wanted a cat. She heard my situation and she had a cat. So I was like, yeah, I'll take her. And she was like, oh, by the way, she's pregnant. Like, at the last moment, when she was on her way here to me through Uber, because my sister now is resigning and she went back to Pennsylvania, which is basically where she was from. But she was living in Brooklyn at the time, so lucky for me. But she said, on her way here on the Uber ride, she's like, by the way, she's pregnant. It was like, gee, thanks for just dropping that. I love when you just drop bombshells on me. It's not like I was gonna say no anyways, but like, that just made everything so difficult because I was like, damn, I have to make a choice. But like, you know, if she just has 2 babies, then I can keep all 3. But no, she had 4, so I have to give up 2, and I'm gonna keep 2. The 2 I'm gonna show you guys right now. They're 2 boys. They love me and my boyfriend very, very much. And yeah, I'm gonna show them to you. Right here is Ginger. He's the grayest out of all his siblings. This is Ginger. I'm actually gonna turn my camera on. Right here is Ginger. He's very big. Ginger, come here. He is a very big, fluffy kitten. Very fat indeed. Very, very fat. Very curious. Not 1% shy. Let me just move this out of his way. He's not 1% shy at all. He is very fragile. No, he's very fragile, very sensitive. He's very loving. He's not used to his name. Unlike Katie, we have been calling him Ginger since birth. I'm gonna get the other one out right now, but this is Ginger. He's very overprotective over his brother. Very overprotective over his brother. And right now he's down. He went under my chair. I'm gonna show you guys the other brother that we're keeping. His name is Tommy. As you guys can see, he has a similar pattern to Princess, aka Katie Lee Crystal. He has a similar pattern because they are twins. They are actually triplets. Katie, Tommy, and Ginger. So this is Tommy. This is the second boy we are keeping. This boy is actually very attached to my boyfriend, Joey. Very attached. Look, he's a cat. Like you. But, yeah. He is very, very attached, and we love him very much. Those are the 2 cats I'm keeping. Their names are Tommy and Ginger, and the 2 that I'm giving up is Katie and Michaela. I am keeping Pepper. She's too close to me for me to give her up. I also will be including a picture of Pepper So you guys can see the little family, Pepper, Ginger, and Tommy. And I also read upon depression on cats when they move from a home to another home. So we're gonna try to make Katie and Michaela's adoption very smoothly. I talked to doctors and stuff like that from Animal Haven and stuff like that. Since they've been here for over 4 months, they're going to, just work with them and stuff like that, little by little. Photo I'm gonna show you guys is a picture of all the kittens, and then a picture of the kittens with the mother when the kittens were, small. They're not adult cats, but when they were first born. So I'm gonna put individual pictures of all the kittens, and then I'm gonna put a picture of the kittens with the mom when they were just a few weeks old. But yeah.
So the first batch of photos I'm going to put in of the kittens is just when they were just 1 month old, and then the second batch of photos are going to be how they look now. And then I'm going to put a picture of all the kittens with the mom when they were just around 3 weeks old, so you guys can see how fast they grew and how cute they are. I actually also am going to include a picture of me holding one of the kittens, and I'm actually smiling, and I'm actually very happy, and yeah. And I really don't smile in a lot of my photos, so that does really say something if you see me smiling in at least a few of my photos, or at least one of my photos that actually says that I'm actually very happy. As you can see in that photo, I'm actually smiling. I'm actually very happy. So as you can see, the kittens, they do make me very happy. So it's going to be very hard to say goodbye.
So those are all the cats. You guys saw Tommy and Ginger, which are the 2 that I'm keeping, and I'm giving up Michaela and Katie. And now I'm just gonna talk about the adoption process and the whole process of giving them up, the process of just, them being put on the site, Animal Haven, and just hopefully the things I hope don't happen, because they can close down, they can go through depression and anxiety. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about that, and about moving out Princess and Michaela to a different home. What I was trying to say about depression and anxiety in cats, what happens with us, when we go through change, we basically shut down, we go through a little anxiety, and we go through a little depression, because, we don't know the changes or the new rules or whatever. Princess and Michaela are used to being fed here at 5 a.m. in the morning, sometimes earlier than that. In an adoption site, there is no one there to feed them at 5 a.m. So they gotta wait until 8 a.m. So it's also gonna be a new adjustment to their food schedule and stuff like that. A new adjustment to seeing a bunch of other cats, more than they're probably even used to. Seeing more people daily coming to see them, and they're gonna be introduced to multiple people. Not everyone wants 2 cats in their apartment. Some people just want 1. But I, as their owner, observe them. There's times where they want to be by themselves, and there's times where they want to be together. They're always playing together. So I feel like, as their former owner, which I'm going to soon be, I feel like they should be adopted together than alone. And Michaela sometimes likes to be by herself, but most likely likes to be next to Princess. And Princess is sort of kind of the same, but she most likely does not like to be alone. She hates being alone. She does. The only time she's alone most likely is when she's sleeping. Or after she eats and uses the litter box, she goes to scratch on her scratching post. But other than that, she's never alone. She's always either with Tommy or Michaela. Most likely, maybe sometimes with Ginger, but 50-50, probably never with Ginger. She's only with Ginger, I would say probably 5%, but she's most likely close to Tommy and Michaela. So if I had a choice to have her adopted with anybody, it would probably be Michaela, most likely. But yeah. Yeah. But the thing is, me, my boyfriend, and Animal Haven are gonna work together to try to get them adopted together because we don't want them to shut down. We understand, everyone in this situation understands that it's going to be a change for Michaela and Princess because they're gonna see more cats, they're gonna see more people coming in, coming down, coming in, coming. Sometimes it could be very overwhelming for a cat to get used to that, and sometimes they get to shut down and just don't want to do it anymore, or they just don't want to meet any more people, and then until they start opening up, then they can reopen the adoption and all that. It's gonna take a little time for Princess and Michaela to get adopted anyways, because they have to get fixed and chipped and all that stuff. So it's gonna take about, I think, maybe about 2 to 3 months. So they probably won't be on the Animal Haven website until probably maybe mid-October, early November. I will be checking the site. And giving you guys updates on them as I get them. But I will be checking the site for them. But yeah. I am going to miss them a lot, and I hope they find a great home. And yeah, I hope they don't shut down. I'm pretty confident that Katie, but I really hope that they don't shut down. I'm pretty sure if anything goes wrong or if they need any information, they'll probably call me, But I really hope that Princess and Michaela don't shut down so they can find a home probably by Christmas or Thanksgiving. Because I know it's not going to be soon because they got to get fixed, they got to get chipped, and then they got to be put up for adoption. It takes a little while. It takes about maybe a month and a half. I'm putting them up for adoption the last week of September, so it's probably going to take, they're going to be on the site probably by the 3rd week of October or 1st week of November, and then they gotta be seen by adopters and be interested in and all that stuff. So if they don't get a new home by Thanksgiving, it most likely probably be by Christmas. But I'll be checking the site and stuff like that and giving you guys updates when I start doing videos again and stuff like that. But yeah. I hope you guys learned something new and stuff like that. But yes, cats can shut down during a new adoption. If you put your cats up for adoption, always keep in mind that they have feelings too. They are people too, even though they have fur and 4 legs and ears on top of their head and not on the side, and they got whiskers, or they don't have whiskers or whatever. Just remember that your pets are people too. They have feelings. They do go through depression, they do go through anxiety, and they can shut down if they are overwhelmed. So, and I'm very, 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 very sad that I have to put Princess and Michaela through that, and just knowing that they're gonna go through depression and anxiety, and they're going to be overwhelmed. I'm going to be going through depression and anxiety, and I'm going to be overwhelmed because, I am, and soon will be, I am their owner, but soon will be their former owner. But it doesn't matter. I love them to pieces. I love them to death. And I, made this decision because if I wouldn't make it now, I would still have to make it later. Like I said earlier in the video, my boyfriend was telling me, why don't you just keep all 5 cats, and then if they say something, it would be, then we would give them up. But it would have been too hard for me then to give them up. So I'm just deciding to give them up now because it would just been harder, and I just don't want to put myself through any more depression or anxiety. I want to be able to move on. I understand that you probably are like, why are you so sad? At least you're keeping 2 kittens with the mom, at least you're not giving up everybody. But the thing is, I'm attached to all of them, even if it's just a little bit or a lot. I am attached to them in my own little ways. Like Michaela, I'm not attached to a lot, but I still am attached to. Katie, I am attached to a lot. Tommy, I'm attached to a lot. Pepper, I am attached to a lot. And Ginger, I am attached to a lot. So, it's hard, but I made my decision, and I'm gonna stick with it. I'm not gonna go back on my word. If I do, you guys will be probably notified in my Facebook group. I'll keep you guys updated on Snapchat and stuff like that. I'm not giving them up this week, but it will be the following week. So it'll be the week of, I believe, the 21st. They will be up for adoption or starting the process for adoption. But you know, you guys, this is very, very hard for me to do. And the fact it took me over 4 months to do it means that I just want to keep them and I don't want to give them up. But I have to. So just know that Michaela and Princess will be up for adoption very soon if you want to adopt them. Even is in Manhattan in New York. If you want to adopt them and stuff like that, you would have to adopt them from New York, so you would have to be in New York to adopt them. In the 5 boroughs. I would want them to be adopted together and not separate. Yeah. I am not doing well at home. I'm just talking about it. But they will be no longer here after next week. So the week of the 20th or the 21st or the 22nd, they will probably be gone. I will probably vlog that moment, probably be a lot of crying. But just know after that vlog, you probably won't see me until like Halloween, you guys. This is very hard and I'm gonna be going through a lot of depression. I know I'm gonna have Tommy and Ginger and Pepper to help me with it, which is great. But you know, just knowing that I have to give up 2, it's really gonna bother the shit out of me. But I do have people to help me through my depression and my anxiety and my breakdowns and all that stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be hard, but I'll try to be okay. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. With no further ado, you guys know the deal. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that like button, that post notification bell button. Don't forget to add me on all my social media links. They'll all be linked down in the description below. Don't forget to go check out my merch line and my merch store. Everything will be linked down in the description below, even my link tree second video, and I still don't know how to pronounce it. Anyways, and don't forget to go join my Facebook group. That's where I put all my updates on new videos that are going to be dropping, and I'm going to start doing sneak peeks of videos and stuff like that really, really soon. I'm going to be probably putting merch on that group and everything. So if you guys want, go join my Facebook group. The link will also be in the description below and part of my link tree, whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next. Peace.
What you know about me? What you know about me? What you know about me?